Hello and welcome everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today we'll be playing Constantine, the 11th, 1453. We're going for an achievement here where we don't lose any villagers. Now, the more astute of you might have seen that, yes, we have gotten all the gold medals already. I did accidentally delete the intro recording part of this mission when I did it, so most of the video will be past me, but this is post-Victors and Vanquished me coming back and recording this. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started.
The bell tolled as the troops manned the ancient walls. These defences, built during the reign of the Emperor Theodosius II, had preserved this last bastion of the Roman Empire for over a millennium. These walls had, over many centuries, withstood assaults by Huns, Goths, Persians, Avars, Bulgars, and Arabs. Only the Latin Crusaders had been able to take the city, but even they had done so only with treachery. The walls themselves had remained untouched, invulnerable, never breached in their 1,000 years. But these walls had also never before faced cannons. Sultan Mehmed, commander of the invading armies, knew this well. Below the walls, and stretching for miles to the west, were the rows of tents and campfires of his Ottoman army. The Sultan had come for conquest, to take this red apple of the world at any cost. No multitude of his soldiers would be too high of a price to pay for his victory. But he also knew his cannons would be the key to his triumph, the key that would unlock these formidable walls and grant him the city of men's desire. The Sultan stood in front of his simple tent, beside a pole bearing a horse tail, the Turkish symbol for war. With a flick of his wrist, as if his multitude of soldiers, cavalry, and cannons were but a string hanging from his finger, he ordered the attack.
Alright, our main objectives are to survive until the summer heat and Western Crusaders force the Turks from the field. The sacred church, the Hagia Sophia, must not be taken by the Turks. And also, Emperor Constantine the 11th must survive. We have some initial secondary objectives here, where we need to find the Genoese defending Leander's Tower on the Bosporus. Our hints tell us that we have a population limit of 500 and can research both castle and imperial age technologies. The Byzantine tech tree has been modified. We cannot train cavaliers or paladins, camel riders, galleons, cannon galleons, or trade units. We also cannot build most buildings or farms. There's a rhythm to the siege. Use the breaks in the fighting to rebuild your defenses, gather resources, and improve your army for the next assault. Protect the relics in the monasteries. These are your only source of gold. Once the livestock are slaughtered, you will need to rely on fish to feed your people. Stone can be found among the ancient ruins scattered across the city. As the siege continues, you will run low on available resources. Use the market to trade for what you need, but know that price inflation is inevitable during a prolonged siege. You can research unique technologies at the Hagia Sophia, the monument. All men and women may be needed for the defense. Any villagers you can spare can be garrisoned for additional firepower, but be careful not to lose them. Villagers cannot be replaced. And again, for the achievement, we have to make sure that we don't lose any of our villagers. Complete secondary objectives for bonuses and to gain additional units. You are unlikely to succeed in holding off the Ottomans without these benefits. But note that not every objective is advised or possible, depending on your situation. Some will be far too risky to attempt. Make use of any galleons you have or find. These Venetian and Genoese ships are nearly invulnerable to the Ottoman fleets and can draw enemy fire away from your fire ships. Your scouts report that the city of Constantinople is all that remains of the once great Roman Empire. Decades of decline and the Crusader sack of the city in 1204 has made Constantinople a shadow of its former self. The old forums and amphitheaters have been replaced by small farming villages. The city's location, protected by sea on 3 sides and the mighty Theodosian walls on the landward side, has ensured its survival for centuries. The city's walls have never before faced cannons, however. The northern portion of the outer walls holds the Blachernae Palace. This area was a later extension of the Theodosian line, so it lacks the double layer of defenses seen elsewhere along the perimeter. Crack Roman troops guard this area under the command of Lucas Notaris. Just south of the Blackernay is the Gate of Tiresias, protected by the Italian troops of the Genoese captain Giovanni Giustiniani, a famed and skilled captain. The Italians are fearsome cavalrymen and archers and even have experience with light hand cannons. Below Giustiniani's position. Are these spelled differently? I feel like there's missing an S. Yeah, below Giustiniani's position is the Lycus River that bisects much of the city. Further south are the gates of St. Romanus, Resios, the Military Gate, and the Golden Gate. These are defended by Roman troops under the command of Constantine XI's cousin, Theophilos Palaiologos. Inside the city, the ancient walls of Constantine provide another layer of defense. In the north is the Italian quarter with a harbor overlooking the Golden Horn, quiet seas protected from the east by a great sea chain. On the southern side of the city are other harbors protected by sea walls. North of the eastern harbors, the ruins of the great city, including the Hippodrome, can be seen. Finally, the core of the city, the Acropolis, stands on the tip of the peninsula, protected by one last layer of defenses and including the great church of the Holy Wisdom, the Hagia Sophia. The Turks must never be permitted to enter this hallowed church. The Turks themselves have made camps in the west, in the north, and in the east on the Anatolian shore. They controlled the Bosporus and Marmara Sea with blockades of galleys. Their land armies consist of swordsmen, cavalry, and cavalry archers, but most feared are their janissaries and bombard cannons. These must not be allowed to break into the city that has withstood invaders for over a millennium. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do at the start and some commentary, so I'm going to kind of keep quiet as we go.
Emperor, the ravenous Turk Mehmed approaches with his devilish host. By the Blessed Virgin, we will defend Constantinople from these Turkish heathens! The Venetian and Genoese quarters of the city, overlooking the ports on the Golden Horn. Notice the two Italian galleons. They are stronger than any we can produce.
You have a few moments to move your troops into position, train units, research technologies, build defenses, and gather resources before the Turkish assault.
Presto, salve. Ein. Convero, correctus.
My lord, the great Hagia Sophia has gone quiet since the Catholic ceremonies uniting our church with Rome. Nonetheless, you will find ways to inspire the people under that hallowed dome.
Powerful, unique technologies can be researched at the Hagia Sophia.
Fane. Presto. Ein. Ago. Sane. Impero. Presto. Ago. Sane. Impero. Ein. Ein. Ago. Sane. Presto. Ein. Impero. Presto. Ein. Presto. Sane.
Salve.
Ein. Ago. Sane.
Presto. Ein. Correct. Presto.
Ein. Impero. Ein. Presto. Impero.
Salve.
Ago. Ein. Sane. Impero. Ein. Presto. Ein. Ago. Sane. Ein. Sane.
Alright, more fishing ships, please.
Mayor General of Galata places his rich trade before his Christian honor. We should send men to him. Convince him to join us.
Ein.
Pero, porro. Presto. Commita.
Ein. Podio.
Keep fishing ships coming out.
Pero, pugno.
Salve. Presto. Sane.
Ein. Commita. Ein. Pugno. Presto.
I'd like to keep more fishing ships.
Ein. Salve. Presto.
Ein.
Let's bring you guys over here, actually.
Salve. Correct. Presto.
The Genoese captain, Giovanni Giustiniani, commands the center with a contingent of his countrymen. The rightful Turk Sultan has a following who will fight alongside us, even if they are cursed heathens. After all, if they were captured alive, the Turk Mehmed would visit horrors unto them worse than the depths of hell.
Okay, we need bracer tech. Bracer tech, please. Bracer. Thank you.
Ein. Impero. Sane.
Let's crawl up the northwest here.
Salve. Sane.
Let's have you guys gather this stone.
Your cousin Theopolos defends the south with the rest of our best troops.
Sane. Ago. Ein.
Okay, we can go for chemistry next. Also look for ballistics. Ballistics and chem. That's what we really want. We also want our ballista upgrade whenever we can.
Presto. Ein. Impero. Sane. Ein. Presto. Ago. Sane.
Okay, chemistry. More crossbowmen here.
Sane.
Presto.
The devious Turk cannot break our sea walls, so he carries his ships overland into the Golden Horn. We must stop this portage, or we will lose our harbor. The heathen comes! Show the Turk our Christian resolve!
Ein. Sane. 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 Ago.
Presto. Salve. Fabulo.
Presto. Sane. Impero. Presto. Sane. Pugno. Ago. Sane. Impero. Sane. Pugno.
Presto.
Sane. Ago. Ago.
The Turk sends his galleys against our sea walls. Man the towers and send the fire ships. We will send the Turk sailors to the bottom of the sea.
Sane. Impero. Sane.
Okay, let's not go too overboard here. Let's grab gill nets. Transport ships from the enemy, that's new.
Ein. Impero. Presto. Ago. Sane.
Next boarding armor tech. few more fire ships here.
Emperor, we have stopped the Turks' attempt to flank us. We will have no fear of their ships from this approach. The gate of Rasius has been broken through. May the Blessed Virgin Mother protect us.
Okay, we still have all our villagers alive. That's the main important thing. Let's get a couple fishing ships out here. Let's also go for more fire ships as we're able. Go for the cannon galleons. Let's bring soldiers over here to defend it. This area is alright as well. Okay, we are short on wood, but we have lots of food, so let's start training up scouts.
Ein, Sane, Ago. Ein, Sane.
Alright, let's do crenellations so that our infantry can be useful later. I'm gonna put my condottieri in this castle. Let's train some arbalesters over here. I'd like to have my villagers chopping wood. Back here in a safe place, ideally.
Correctus. Correctus. Presto.
Condo. Sane, pugno. Ein, Ago, Ago. Sane. Sane. Correct. Impero.
Okay, we definitely need more wood choppers. This area is clear, so we can bring these soldiers back here, so we can reinforce.
Comita. Impero.
What the?
Ein, Sane, Ago, Sane. Presto. Ein, pugno. Ago, Comita. Sane. Ago. Ein, Sane. Ago. Sane. Ago. Presto. Ago. Ein, Sane. Impero. Ein, Sane. Pugno. Sane. Comita.
Okay, but this looks alright. Let's do some text here. What do we need? Let's do Pavis. Let's do
The Turk runs. Let them go. We have
conscription.
much to rebuild before they gain the courage for their next assault.
I do not wish the Turk to ravage your city any more than I would have him plunder my own, but overt support will mean war between the Turk and Genoa. Something not in my power to authorize.
There is a natural rhythm to a siege. When the Turks pull back, we gather resources and repair the defenses before the next assault. We will hold vigil along the walls and in the churches.
My men cannot fight the Turk directly, but if a few renegades decide to give you bread and coin, or even a few ships, I cannot stop the actions of free men.
2 Turk pashas control the fleets. If we strike against their flagships, the soldiers will fight with renewed resolve.
Condo.
Ago. Presto.
Okay, being totally honest, I don't need these to not be
Condo.
gates, right? So
Impero. Condo.
let's get this
Sane.
bill to repair those. Let's do murder holes. Let's do Greek fire. Let's train more arbalesters. Definitely could use wood chopping tech here. Gonna need a lot of wood. And also pick up Husser tech. Start using our food here that we have tons of. Got a bunch of ships.
Impero. Ein.
Sane.
And that's the first wave held. So far, so good. I'd also like to build some towers. So let's have these wood choppers come over here and build towers.
Condo. 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 Condo.
Presto. Impero. Sane.
Presto. Correctus. Sane.
Pick up squires. We are able to research condos here. Don't think we really need to. Let's do 2-man saw tech as well for additional wood. That'll be our investment.
Presto.
Presto. Correctus. Condo. Salve. Sane. Correctus.
Okay, so I think we had 18 villas to start. We have to remember in the back of our head that we're still going for the achievement as well. We'll do guilds for future use in the market.
Ein. Audio. Correctus.
Let's come back and mine or get wood here. $250 wood is the requirement for guard tower there. Let's we still don't have it, huh? Okay, that's fine. Let's go for the flagships here. University, grab guard tower.
The Turk Admiral has been sent to a watery grave.
Okay, very nice. Let's send these guys down here. Get more fires online. Let's do hoardings tech. What's useful here? Let's do Karak. That seems pretty decent.
Ein. Condo. Presto. Condo.
Presto. Condo. Ein. Condo.
Impero. Sane. Salve. Ein.
Salve.
Correctus. Sane. Presto. Ein. Presto.
Ein.
Salve. Impero. Ein.
Correct.
Okay, you vills come back
Sane.
over here where it's safe.
Ein.
Still
Sane.
have 18.
Presto. Salve.
You vills come into
Correctus.
this
Presto.
ship as well.
The heathen comes again! Hold them off, men! The Turk Pasha has gone down with his cursed ship.
Okay, still haven't lost a villager yet. Let's try to keep it that way.
Ago. Ago. Impero. Sane. Sane. Presto.
Ein.
We should be able to safely chop wood on this side.
Caedo. Caedo.
Ein. Correctus. Sane.
Okay, this side's not looking good. Let's back up here. And regroup at this inner wall. I don't have any villas hanging around outside here, right? No, I shouldn't.
Ago. Sane.
Sai. Caedo.
Okay, this outer zone's definitely not looking great for us here. Let's get more arbs online.
Impero. Sane.
The heathen has broken through the gate of St. Romanus! Stand firm, soldiers, and hold this vile enemy back! The heathens have broken into the heart of the city. Fight, Christians! Did you expect to live forever?
Porro, ago, sommuta, ai, porro, sane, pugno, ai, porro, ago, pugno, sane, ai, sane.
Alright on the water. This central area is getting completely ganked though. We need to bring soldiers down here, otherwise we're going to lose this castle. We'll need to survive for one more minute. Don't want to lose this castle though. And the castle should hold, maybe? It's pretty low, though.
They run! Ha! Collect the dead and prepare for their next assault.
Okay, we should be able to get a good number of enemies killed over there. Let's do treadmill crane. Let's do strongholds, Yeoman. Let's get more fishing ships online for even more streamlined hussar production. What other objectives do we have to go here? Okay, more fishing ships, more arquebuss, more hussars.
Ago. Fane. Ago.
Did we lose relics? We probably lost relics that are out here, right? Yes, we did. Still have all 18 of our villagers.
Presto. Condo, 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 condo.
Pestane.
Salve. Presto. Condo.
Ein.
Salve. Presto.
Ein. Correctus.
Let's grab that relic and bring it back into this monastery. Keep training hussar units. I mispathed that really badly. Okay, let's have you mine the stone over here.
Presto. Impero. Sane.
Impero.
Correctus.
Is there any more stone to mine? Let's have you guys mine the stone over here.
Presto. Ein. Sane. Correctus. Condo. Presto.
Okay, everything's super expensive still. I'd like to get keep upgrade. What else can we get here? Arquebuss, organ guns, Extra speed, bear, perfusion, Dragina. None of these are super useful for us right now.
Presto. Ein.
Odio.
Salve.
Even with all these wood choppers, we can't keep up with the rate of our fishing ships, huh? That's fine. We can go back to natural fish for some of these. Wood is definitely our limiting factor here.
Impero.
Salve.
Condo. Condo.
Impero.
Okay, tons of pluses here.
The heathen comes again! Hold them off, men! The Turk sends his best Janissaries against us. We will show these once Christians the price of strength from the Lord.
Ein. Impero. Rectus. Condo.
Okay, as long as we're hitting the cannons, it's okay. Let's get more hussars out. Let's pick up Keep Tech. These guys can go fight the outer layers of walls for as long as they want.
The gate of Tiresias has fallen! Hold the breach, men! Do not let the ravenous Turk have his way into your homes!
Impero. Ein. Sane. Presto. Ago. Porro. Sane. Ago. Sane. Ai. Impero. Salve. Ein. Ago. Commita. Presto. Pugno. Sane. Ai. Sane. Ein. Commita. Presto. Ai, sane, pugno, agro. sane, porro, ai, connuta, pugno, sane, porro, ai, pugno, sane, connuta, ai, porro, ago, connuta, sane, pugno, ago, connuta, ai, pugno, porro, ago, connuta. Ai, sane. Presto, ai, sane. Porro. Vero, ago, pugno, ai, sane. Connuta, sane, pugno, ai, sane. Porro, ai,
Blachine has fallen! Christian men, do your duty and fight to the death for our Lord Christ and his blessed mother!
ago, porro, sane, pugno, ago.
Okay. I'm not doing so hot right now.
Presto, ai, sane.
In my past playthrough, I was able to handle this without too much problem.
Presto, ago, sane. Vero. Presto, ago, porro. Pugno, sane. Porro, ago, connuta, sane, porro, ago. Pugno, sane, connuta, ai, sane, porro, ai. Connuta, ai, pugno, sane, connuta, sane. Ai, sane. Vero, sane. Ai, ago. Ein, presto.
Okay, the enemy is glitching on the wall a bit. That's
Vero.
hopefully going to be helpful for us.
Presto. Ago. Impero.
Salve. Presto.
Ein. Condo, 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 condo.
Ein. Presto. Sane. Caedo.
Game's starting to get a little laggy too.
Pugno. Presporro.
Your units out here doing their best.
They run! Ha! Collect the dead and prepare for their next assault.
Ein ago.
Okay, we are not in a good spot here.
Ein.
Let's have the monk pick
Correct.
up this relic and bring it back here.
Sane. Sane.
This relic, bring
Ein.
it back here. Keep training arbalesters.
Good tidings, my lord. The Pope in Rome sends reinforcements to us. They must get through the sturdy Turk blockade. But may this be the vanguard of a great Crusader army.
Okay, very nice. Let's bring these transports back here. They might end up being very relevant for us. Our navy is not looking the healthiest.
Sane. Salve.
Grab this relic and bring it back here. Arquebus, perfusion, sure.
Ein.
Salve. Ein. Condo.
Salve. Condo.
Presto.
The more bombards and rams we can trade these hussars for, the better.
Impero.
Ein. Pero. Presto.
Presto.
Sane. Ago. Sane. Ai. Sane.
Salve. Condo.
Impero.
Impero.
Correctus. Ein. Sane. Correctus. Sane.
Okay, I definitely don't want the Turks to get baited over here, so I'll need to do whatever I can to prevent them from getting their attention attracted in that direction.
Presto. Ago. Ein. Ago. Impero. Sane. Sane. Presto.
Impero. Ein. Correctus. Condo.
Ein. Impero. Ein.
Presto. Salve.
Okay, you Vels, come over here where it's nice and safe. Keep chopping wood in this swamp, I guess. Oops, we zoomed in a bit. 45 seconds left.
Ein. Correct.
I think this is where we make our stand here, in the central layer of the city. Ships are doing okay, not great, but overall okay.
Presto. Ein.
The heathen comes again! Hold them off, men!
Ein. Presto.
I'm gonna make like a tiny choke point here. Let's see what the heathens do. we still have 18 vills. I think that means we haven't lost one yet.
Presto. Impero. Ago. Sane.
I'm gonna let these units in and focus on trying to get kills on things like this. Okay, they're over there. That's not good.
Presto. Ago. Sane. Ago. Ein. Presto. Sane. Ago.
That's such a weird angle that they're coming at.
Impero. Sane. Ein. Presto. Sane. Impero. Ago. Ein. Ago. Sane. Ago. Sane. Ago. Commita. Sane. Impero. Sane. Presto. Ein. Porro. Sane. Ein. Pugno. Porro. Sane. Ein. Commita. Ein. Pugno. Sane. Porro. Pero. Pugno.
Okay, our Blesser Mass is doing good here. We should prep these cavalry to snipe siege wherever we can. Let the Arbalesters do their job here. Okay. Snipe siege, please.
Presto. Pero. Presto.
These cabs are probably gonna die, but it's okay as long as you snipe some siege. Yeah, our Arbalesters are actually doing work now. Game's starting to lag. Seems to indicate that at least something is happening. Dude, these guys are just stuck here. That's the best. That's the best part of this mission so far, is that one little place.
Ai. Presane. Ein. Ago. Commuta.
I wonder if doing damage to previous waves weakens the subsequent waves. I'm not 100% sure how it works.
They run! Ha! Collect the dead and prepare for their next assault.
Presto. Ein.
Ein. Sane.
Okay, I almost lost Vills here. That would have been the end of my achievement run. So let's bring them up.
Presto.
Impero.
Correct.
Ein.
Sane.
Salve.
Ein. Correctus. Condo. 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 Presto.
Impero. Condo.
Alright, still doing mostly okay here. May 11th. We did lose most of our docks. That's not good. Let's produce some fast fire ships. Defend our waters a bit better here. We do have a lot of wood now.
Presto. Impero. Caredo. Presto.
Sane. Impero.
Podio. Podio. Salve. Ein.
Correctus. Condo.
Impero. Ein. Impero. Ein. Sane. Ein. Impero. Sane.
Okay, I think we only have maybe 2 or 3 more waves left to go. With luck, it's only 2 waves.
Salve. Ein.
I'm gonna shift these Vills all the way up here so that no one's really tempted to come after them.
Ein.
Okay, if we can trade all these hussars for just those rams and bombard cannons, we'll be in very good shape here. That is a great trade for us. There's probably more. 3 minutes left. Let's send this squad of hussars maybe out this way. Get more fires out on the water. Get more arbalesters.
Press Ein. Sane.
Yeah, there's definitely more over here. A lot more, in fact. That's 4 bombards over there.
Ein. Ago.
Ein. Impero.
Okay, let's bring these villagers back. They've done their job.
Condo. Condo.
They can build up these towers and then make their way across. This, I gotta keep in mind that this area over here is no longer safe either.
Impero. Presto. Sane. Ein. Impero. Ago. Presto. Ein. Sane.
Presto.
Ein. Sane. Ein.
Secondo.
Presto. Ago. Impero.
Salve. Quando? Presto. Ein. Sane.
Okay, let's have you, Vils, evac as well. Full wood evac. Full fire ship production here.
Presto. Correctus. Impero. Ein. Correctus. Salve.
The heathen comes again! Hold them off, men!
Salve.
Presto. Quando?
Presto.
Okay. Arbalesters and hussars. Using hussars to snipe siege is the key here, I think. And having hussar or the arbalesters in a safe spot to deal lots of damage to the enemy is also very key. That is a lot of enemies.
Impero. Ago. Sane. Sane. Ago. Pressane. Pugno. Ein. Sane. Ein. Presto. Sane. 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 Ein. Presto. Ago.
Let's focus down the onagers. Okay, now that most of those guys are down, we can move our arbalesters back forwards. Game's lagging a lot. Okay, we definitely need to retreat here.
Ago, Sane. Impero. Ago. Sane. Ago. Ago. Sane. Sane.
Okay, hopefully this will be able to contain the stream somewhat.
Sane, Ago.
Stand fast, men of Rome, and fight for our Lord God. 14 centuries of our Roman ancestors look upon you now!
Sane, Porro. Comita. Sane. Pugno. Ago. Comita. Sane. Pugno. Sane. Sane. Porro. Sane. Ago. Sane.
Okay, there's minimum one more assault after this one. I think it's one more. It's gonna be real tough to survive, I think. Looks like they're going for our docks now, maybe?
They run! Collect the dead and prepare for their next assault.
This is definitely looking super rough, though.
Impero. Sane. Presto. Ago. Impero. Ein. Presto.
Oh, what the heck? The enemy's taking out most of our fish. That is not good. Let's remake those. I didn't even notice that. That's rough. Okay, definitely don't want to lose Vils here, so let's go clean those guys out with our fire ships. This is almost certainly the final assault that we're needing to prep for here. I think our navy's okay. Let's actually sell some of the wood.
Impero. Ai. Ago. Sane. Presto. Sane. Impero. Ago. Ein. Sane. Impero. Ago.
We're gonna need cataphracts though. We're gonna need some kind of food income. Or food-based units. Some cavalry to knock out the siege weapons. We definitely need that. It's not optional. I could have sworn I saw ships going up this way. It's whatever. They might have just sailed completely out. We have some spare res. Let's make sure we're using it. Okay, that's fine. We'll park a good number of our navy here to protect our food operations. I do have enough cataphracts, I feel like, where I can justify the elite cataphract upgrade. Or can I? It's debatable. Well, they're going to be our only real heavy cavalry troop, so I will go ahead and invest in it.
Sane. Sane. Ago. Sane. Ago. Ein.
Yeah, but this area is super open now, like this whole front area. Best I can do is maybe lure those guys over.
Ein.
Correctus. Ein.
I don't think I'm gonna have time. Oh god, I don't have time. I want to get the achievement, so I don't want to lose any villagers.
Kondo.
And the worst thing that I could do to throw that away would be to fail here, just by virtue of not building a wall here. I just have to hope that I can successfully bait these guys in over in this direction here.
Impero.
Alright, elite cataphracts. Now is your time to shine. Anything over here? Trishina, Arquebus, no.
Ein. 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 Sane. Impero. Sane. Ago. Sane. Impero. Ein.
The heathen comes again! Hold them off, men!
Okay. I think this is pretty much it. This will be the final set of attacks.
Ago. Sane. Presto.
I'm gonna keep these soldiers over here,
Ago. Sane. Pugno. Sane.
behind this final layer wall,
Ago.
and we're just gonna hope. Get elite cataphracts online. Let's see. Okay, that is a lot of soldiers.
Ein. Porro. Presto. Ein. Commita.
Oh, I have so many hussars here. That's great. They might take out my dock over there, but it looks like they're focusing the tower. Navy should be very safe here. Alright, cataphracts are where it's at. Just gotta be sure to be careful of those onagers when they come. I'm gonna back some of these soldiers up a little bit more. Definitely gotta prioritize focusing down siege whenever we can. Okay, elite cataphracts coming in clutch at the end here. Let's grind down the onagers. The rams aren't even a huge deal because they don't have that much time. Okay, that's big. Those onagers coming down, and they are getting baited towards us, towards our preliminary setup here. That's very nice. That does make me quite happy. And I like how the cataphracts are coming in clutch now. The Logistica is really, I feel like it's doing a lot of trample damage since there's just so much chaos going on. Here's a question. Does May have 31 days or 30 days? It does have 31 days.
Hold a bit longer, men! The Turk resolve is straining! I can feel it!
Holding a bit longer. Aye, aye, Captain. Go for the onagers before they get in range. Let's get more katos. I mean, if I was a Turk in this situation, our resolve would not be waning. We're so close to winning.
They
If I was
run!
the Turks.
They run for good! They
Woo!
finally run.
Okay.
The Blessed Virgin Mother has seen to our prayers, and we have won a great victory. The heathen has been pushed from our lands, and Constantinople will remain a Christian city now and for always.
Okay. Sorry if the commentary wasn't as riveting as it is normally, but this one requires a lot of focus. Last time I couldn't even do it live. This time I did it live, so there was a little bit of genuine reaction there.
In truth, the Ottoman armies overwhelmed the defenders of Constantinople. The walls that had been impregnable for centuries were battered by cannons. The hordes of Turkish soldiers climbed over the bodies of their own dead, but did not relent. Even still, a door was left open, and that was how they had entered the city. A handful of Greek and Italian soldiers bravely held the line, but were surrounded and decimated. As the dawn broke, Constantinople was reduced to flames and ash. The golden and jeweled adornments of the Hagia Sophia, the church that had stood in regal splendor for 9 centuries, were ripped from the walls. Women and children crowded in the church. They prayed for the intervention of angels with fiery swords of justice who would smite the invaders, but were instead herded and chained. A few barred the doors of the smaller churches, frantically ringing the bells as a signal to any soldier left alive or any ship at sea that innocents were within, holding fast and praying for a salvation that would not come. The Turkish soldiers, greedy for plunder, battered and broke the walls. In a few hours, 1,000 years of Constantinople, the last moments of the Roman Empire, disappeared in flames and smoke as the final church bells tolled their last.
Life ain't easy, man. That is terrifying. I have no idea what I'd do in this situation. There just really is nothing you can do, right? Okay, so final comments. Very fun scenario, as always. It does seem to perform a little bit better than the custom version, or maybe my computer is just more impressive now. If you want to get the achievement, my advice for you is to eventually rotate your villagers over out onto this eastern area. They should be pretty safe. If you knock out this dock area over here early and wipe out these forces, your villagers will have a nice, safe wood chopping zone over here that they can use to remain somewhat productive while being pretty safe. That's how I got the achievement here. In terms of keeping your economy up, having a lot of fishing ships will really help. I would suggest even more fishing ships and fish traps than I did here to sustain hussar production. And then have your hussars essentially just trade out for enemy siege equipment in between waves. And while they're trading out, like, it's totally okay to trade maybe like 40 hussars for, 4 cannons and 4 siege rams, because those things are really the ones that are going to be doing the most damage throughout each attack wave, right? The next most important unit here, I believe, is going to be the Arbalester. Bunching together a ton of Arbalesters like this and having them hole up in the same spot will let them deal continual damage to the meat of the enemy army, which is the swordsmen, the cavalry, the janissaries, and stuff like that. Having them all balled around a fortified area like this is pretty helpful. Just keep them out of range of the siege onagers, or else they will get flattened very easily. Near the end, in some playthroughs I've managed to hold the entire forward wall with no issue. But if you encounter a run like mine where you get pressured a lot and you're kind of like on the last bastion of defense here, I do recommend transitioning into Elite Cataphracts because they have more HP than the Hussars. They have double the HP of a Hussar, but also they have that nice trample damage, so they're more likely to be able to get to the siege weapons and knock them down. The priority is still the siege onagers and not necessarily the rams. Taking out the cannons is pretty good as well, though a big enough block of arbalesters can also take out bombard cannons as well, maybe in like 2 or 3 shots. The whole time on the navy, you should use the galleons that you get that have massive HP. Keep those guys bunched together and have a screen of fast fire ships in front of them so that the fire ships are doing the damage and your galleons can pretty much stay up for the entire map. I think by the end I probably lost almost all of them, but keeping the water safe was less important. The enemy does occasionally make landings, but the landings are pretty feeble. They made them like over here. They weren't really doing much damage at all. Southern part of the map remains pretty much untouched. You could potentially even keep villagers here if you wanted to, though I don't really see any reason to do so. And yeah, that's mainly my advice here. As for the unique techs, I picked up pretty much all of them except for a couple of the gunpowder and infantry related ones because I wasn't using infantry. I don't think infantry is particularly good. If you have a lot of your starting infantry left, you can go ahead and research those techs to boost those up, but I wouldn't recommend training new infantry. They're just too food intensive for relatively low benefit. It's much better to use arbalesters to trade against the enemy mass, and then to use what food you have on hussars and cavalry to trade for siege weapons, which infantry can't really do. So yeah, fun mission. Because I have played this custom version once on the channel, I was able to do it live with the achievement on my first try. That's pretty neat. Goes to show that knowledge is power. Though this time, the enemy busted really close to the center here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mr. Clever Fool. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.